The following is a presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Well, my name is Ron Checkett. You get a bad look at my nose here on the new computer. A little higher up, a little different situation, and I'm going to play some baseball for you. So a tape game for Tuesday instead of a live one, but I think you're going to be happy with it. It's the Boston Red Sox and Kansas City Royals, and let's get to it, shall we? A rare Tuesday game for you on a Tuesday. So on Monday Night Baseball, in front of a national television crowd, the Boston Red Sox and Kansas City Royals took action for almost 4.5 hours. The Royals started in the second. Amos Otis, a solo homer to give the Kansas City Royals a 1-0 lead. Freddie Patek, a sac fly for KC, made it 2-0, and that held all the way to the ninth inning. Kansas City failed to score on 2 hits and a walk in the eighth, and then in the ninth, Jim Rice tripled home Jerry Remy to make it 2-1. Carlton Fisk singled home Rice to tie the score at 2 in the bottom of the ninth, and then in the 14th, Rick Burleson doubles home Dewey Evans to win. Boston 3, Kansas City 2. Dick Drago with the win, Steve Mignori with the loss. Who's going to win on a special Tuesday edition of 78 Baseball Replay? So on a warm night for early May in Boston, Massachusetts, 66 degrees, Dennis Eckersley looking to get a second win of the year. The Red Sox are 16-12, while the Royals are 14-12. We'll tell you what all that means in a few minutes. But Dennis Eckersley is taking his warm-up tosses, 1-4 on the year. Not great, with a 4.31 ERA. In making his 7th start of the year, his last time out, May 4th, that would have been last Friday or 5 days ago, against the Minnesota Twins. 8 2/3 innings, 12 hits, 7 runs, all earned. He walked 1 and struck out 4. 48 innings, 50 hits, 8 home runs allowed. He gave up 30 in real life. 28 runs, 23 earned. He's walked 12 and struck out 23. And a fastball pitcher in 1978, 89 miles an hour on the fastball. And he's both a ground and a fly ball pitcher. And remember, he's only 23 in 1978. And this will be the lineup he'll be facing for Kansas City. Freddie Patek at short leads off. They still don't have George Brett in the lineup. Tom Poquette is in left field. He'll bat second. Hal McRae, the DH, will bat third. Al Cowens in right will clean up. Darrell Porter behind the plate bats fifth. Clint Hurdle is at first base. He'll bat sixth. Amos Otis is in center field. He'll bat seventh. Jerry Terrell, the third baseman, will bat eighth. And Frank White will bat ninth and play second. Steve Colburn is on the mound for Kansas City. For Boston, Jim Rice is in left. He's a 6 arm. Freddie Lynn a 10 and a 6 a right. A 10 and a 6 in center. And Dewey Evans is a 10 and a 9 in right. Jack Brohammer is at third tonight. For Boston, he's a 5. Rick Burleson is a 9 at short. Jerry Remy a 6 at second. The captain, Carl Yastrzemski, a 6 at first. And Carlton Fisk is an 8 behind the plate, 8 and a 7 behind the plate, with Dennis Eckersley an 8 on the mound. I got hair on my face. That's always good to look at for an hour. Freddie Patek, 291, a homer and 10 RBI. And let's kick this off. Let's actually play some baseball on this new computer. The pitch, and there's a line drive to left. Rice, a 6 and a 6, comes in to make the catch. Dewey is a 10 and an 8 and right. 1 away for Paquette. At 2:08, no homers and 4 RBI. Eckersley deals. Paquette up the middle. That's going to be a double. Lynn picked it up in left center, and Paquette with good speed went all the way there. So 1 out double for Tom Paquette. And here's Hal McRae, 296. A homer and 13 RBI. So that can go 130 pitches. Now, I'm surprised the Royals, well, they do have 3 lefties in the lineup. Lefties pound Eck for a 280 clip. Pitch to McRae is a line drive into right center field. That will score Paquette. And the Royals lead it 1-0. Of course, you're not going to have any cheering when it's not your team, Ron. Still getting used to everything, boys and girls. Brings up Al Cowens at 298. 2 homers and 16 RBI. McRae, kind of a threat to steal. Throw to first. He's back. And of course, new processors and all, as we go through, tell you about the new computers. We go through the evening or afternoon. It's a i7 9750, and it's loving this. Eckersley deals. Cowens, ground ball to Brohammer. Makes a poor play. Couldn't get to it, and Cowens beat it out. So Brohammer allows the infield single, and the Royals have 2 on and 1 out for Darryl Porter. At 256, 3 homers and 12 RBI. We're letting the graphics card do the work. That's an RTX 2060 6 gig. How many? It's not even using a gig. It's working, but it's working just fine. Thanks. Pitch to Porter. There's a line drive to third. Brohammer is there for the out. 2 away. And that'll bring up Clint Hurdle. Clint with that chaw of tobacco in his mouth. 260, a homer, and 10 RBI. Royals have 3 hits on the board and a run. I hope you can hear me. I'm trying to move the mic where it's most effective. Pitch to Hurdle. Runners go. Long drive to right. Gone. So it's 4-0 Boston or Kansas City before Boston gets a chance to bat. That went right down the line, and that's not any good. Let's watch that again. Hurdle just blasted that. The wind's coming in from left at 7, but it won't matter as it's 4-0 Kansas City before the home patrons can settle in with their Budweisers. And that'll bring up Amos Otis at 274, 2 homers and 9 RBI. Eckersley's throwing 16 pitches that he'd like to forget. Here's the pitch to Otis. Struck him out, and that will retire the side. So, 4 runs on 4 hits and no errors. Half an inning in the books. Kansas City 4. Here comes Boston. The good thing about going from one computer to another and figuring out how to save everything is that it kept my game savings, as in my settings. But the bad news is that this speaker doesn't seem to be as loud as the last speaker, and so hopefully I'm not blowing out your eardrums in the process. It'll be Jim Colburn on the mound for Kansas City. He is making his 3rd and last start in 1978. He has pitched in the replay 3 times, so this will be number 4. In 2 starts. He went 5 1/3 innings against Milwaukee on May 5th. 5 hits, 5 runs, all earned in the loss. He walked 5 and struck out 1. He is available through May 31st, and something tells me he's headed to Seattle. Overall for Kansas City, 13 1/3 innings, 13 hits. He's given up 4 home runs, 10 runs overall, 9 earned. He's walked 11 and struck out 7. And this will be the lineup he'll face. Rick Burleson leads off at short. Jerry Remy will bat second and play second. Jim Rice will hit third and play left field. Yaz will clean up at first. Carlton Fisk will bat 5th behind the plate. Freddie Lynn is in center field. He'll bat 6th. Butch Hobson is a DH. He'll bat 7th. Dwight Evans is in right. He'll bat 8th. And Jack Brohammer, the third baseman, will bat 9th. Dennis Eckersley threw 19 pitches in his half of the first. So in left, it'll be Paquette. I can tell you he's an 8 arm. Amos Otis a 5 and a 6 in center. Al Cowens is a 9. I'll tell you the range in a few. In right. Jerry Terrell a 3 at third. Freddie Patek at 6 at short. Frank White a 10 at second. Clint Hurdle a 5 at first. Darrell Porter a 6 and a 6 behind the plate. And Jim Colburn is a 5 on the mound. Burleson at 172. No homers and 9 RBI. Here's the pitch, and there's a ground ball to short. Patek long throw over to get him. Paquette, by the way. No, it's an error. The throw went wide, and Burleson is safe at first. Paquette is 7 and 8 in left. I believe Cowens is a 9 and 8 in right. Jerry Remy's hitting .311. He has stolen 8 bases in the first 27 games, 8 games for the Red Sox. No homers, 11 RBI. Burleson not a threat to steal. And Hurdle made the good throw, or good catch to catch the errant throw, but Burleson to beat it out. Pitch to Rendog is strike 3. Cowens is indeed a 9 and an 8. Remy cuts and misses on an 0-2 fastball. Colburn is a fastball pitcher that tops out at 84. Doesn't favor ground balls or fly balls. Jim Rice, however, is hitting .350, and he leads the majors in homers with 12 and 30 RBI. He scored 23 runs for the Red Sox, who are in first place by a game and a half in the American League East. Pitch from Colburn is a ground ball to short. Patek has to come in. Long throw to first. Rice is safe. So that is an infield hit on that lush surface here at Fenway Park. And so the Red Sox have 2 on and 1 out for Carl Yastrzemski. At .317, 7 homers for the captain and 11 RBI. Colburn delivers, and sends this one into shallow left center. Otis comes in, makes the catch for the out. That's 2 away for Carlton Fisk, the pride of Rockingham, Vermont. Although he won't tell you that. 400. Gotta love early made numbers. 2 homers and 16 RBI. Burleson on second, Rice on first. We hope to go live on Wednesday at noon. Pitch to Fisk is a line drive to second. Frank White is there, and that will retire the side. The Red Sox threaten. Leave 2 on, do not score. No runs, a hit, no error, or 1 error. After 1, Kansas City 4, Boston nothing. Jerry Terrell will lead it off. Let's go through the standings since we've seen you last. This is a Tuesday, May 9th, 1978 game. So you've only missed 2 days in the interim. Los Angeles and Cincinnati are within a game of each other. The Dodgers have lost 3 in a row. Cincinnati has won 6 of 10. So the Dodgers and Reds are even in the winning column, and Cincinnati's 2 back in the loss column. Pittsburgh has a 4-game lead over Chicago. Pittsburgh and Los Angeles tangled over the weekend. The Pirates have won 6 straight. They're 18-7 in a 4-game lead over the Cubs. Philadelphia 4.5, Montreal 5.5. California has a half-game lead over the White Sox at 14-9. So if I'm trying to do some quick math here, California 16-10. Kansas City's lost 4 straight. Seattle and Chicago have won 7-10. We still can't get you Cleveland now, things, but Boston leads Milwaukee by a game and a half. Red Sox beat the Royals last night. Red Sox are 16-12. Milwaukee, Yankees, and Baltimore are all 13-12. Toronto, maybe the biggest surprise in baseball, 12-14. So Terrell, White, and Patek to face Eckersley here in the second. Jerry at .094 with 2 RBI. Here's the pitch, and there's a ground ball to Broham, or over to Yaz, 1 out. Brings up White at .220, 3 homers and 14 RBI. Eckersley from the line. And there's a ground ball up the middle, base hit. So White will hold with a single. That's the 5th Kansas City hit. Patek 0 for 1. So through 9 batters, a very ugly inning and a third for Dennis Eckersley. 27 pitches. That's not terrible, but 5 hits, 4 runs all earned, including the 3-run shot by Clint Hurdle and a strikeout. Patek is 0 for 1. Freddie hits a liner in the left field. That's a base hit. White will scamper to third, and the Royals have runners in the corners and 1 out. Paquette 0 for 2. He doubled his first time up. Uncle Ron is tired. It's been a long few days here. Scored. White on third. Patek on first. Throw to first. Freddie is back. Eckersley deals. There goes Patek. Fisk will eat the ball, and Patek has a steal. So, pitch was a strike, but now runners on second and third and 1 out. And Eckersley in a world of hurt here in the second. An 0-1 count, 1 out. 4-0 Kansas City. Line drive to second. Remy's there, throws to the bag, and they double him. How about that? Patek was running, and Remy got the line drive and underhanded it to Burleson to retire the side. So Eckersley got away with murder. They leave 1 on. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. After an inning and a half, it's Kansas City 4, Boston nothing. So Fred, Lynn at 260, 6 homers, 21 RBI. Hobson and Evans to follow, and if anybody should reach, Brohammer. Colburn delivers, and Lynn grounds out one past a diving Patek and Terrell for a single. So a leadoff single for Boston will bring up the ever-dapper Butch Hobson from the University of Alabama, 269. 2 homers and 16 RBI nearly going. Throw to first. Lynn's not going anywhere. Pitch to Hobson. There's a line drive to left. Paquette dives and makes a fantastic catch out there. So that's a robbery. That'll bring up Evans, and there's 1 out. First game I think we've had at Fenway this year. Dewey at 169, 3 homers and 10 RBI. Colburn's pitch, ball 4. So Lynn moves to second, Dewey on first for Jack Brohammer. Jack at 269, no homers and 3 RBI. So the Red Sox are threatening again here in the second. Colburn's pitch, and there's a fly ball to center. Otis has it for the out. Lynn will hold at second, and 2 out for Rick Burleson. So Jim Colburn threw 9 batters, 27 pitches, an inning and 2/3, 2 hits, not a run, a walk and a strikeout. Burleson is 0 for 1. Inning 171 now. That won't make him happy. Colburn delivers, and there's a pop-up left side. Paquette will make the catch to retire the side. After 2, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. The Red Sox are doing what the Red Sox do very well. They're stranding runners. They've left on 4. Kansas City 4, Boston nothing. Well, double play helped out Eckersley a great deal. He's only thrown 30 pitches through 2. He'll face McRae, Cowens, and Porter. McRae with an RBI single in the first and scored on the 3-run shot by Hurdle. You're wondering how Fenway plays in 1978? Well, wonder no further. For lefties, it's an average of -2%, and home runs, you would think that it would be better, but with all that real estate out in right field, it's -21. But righties hit better, average better for 15%, and a 40% chance of a home run better than league average. I've mangled that one to pieces. Pitch to McRae, who's 1-for-1. Popped up. Remy says, I got it. He does. 1 away. Al Cowens is singled his first time up and scored. One of the 6 hits Kansas City has on the board through 2. Eckersley deals. Cowens, ground ball to Remy. Over to Yastrzemski, and that's an out. 2 quick out. So maybe the double play calmed down Mr. Eckersley. Brings up Darrell Porter, who's 0-for-1. Eckersley deals. Struck him out. He got him on a curveball. He swung on and missed. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 2.5, it's still Kansas City 4. Boston nothing. So Remy, Rice, and Yastrzemski here in the 3rd. Remy struck out. The only strikeout for Colburn so far. His first time up, and that came in the 1st. Colburn deals, and there's a ground ball to Hurdle. Takes it himself to the bag, and that will be an out. So 1 out for Rice. How hot is Jim Rice? Well, in 121 at-bats in 1978, he has 43 hits. He had 213 in real life. Only has 1 double, 3 triples, and 12 home runs. Colburn's pitch, and that's a base hit into right center field. So Rice goes 2 for 2. He's got himself a second single. And that'll bring up Carl Yastrzemski, who's 0-for-1. Rice not a threat to steal. Pitch to Yaz is a pop-up into right. Cowens is there to make the catch. I will say this. The graphics are a bit more fluid. Here's Carlton Fisk. Pudge is 0-for-1. Do I steal Rice? No. 2 out, throw to first. Rice is back, and that takes care of that. Pitch to Fisk is popped up. Left field. Paquette. Got to get used to the new real estate. It's a bigger screen for me, and he makes the catch. No runs, a hit, no errors. The Red Sox, of course, have trended 5 after 3. Kansas City 4. Boston nothing. So Eckersley on a 10-pitch inning will face Hurdle, Otis, and Terrell here in the 4th. We'll do some story time in the middle of the ballgame. Hurdle with a 3-run shot in the 1st. It was his 2nd of the year. Gives him 13 RBI. It's going to lace this one into right field for a hit. Evans picks it up on a hop. And so the Royals have their 7th hit. Amos Otis is 0-for-1 with a strikeout. Eckersley deals, and there's a fly ball to right. Evans makes the catch for the out. Hurdle retreats back to first. 1 out for Terrell. Jerry's 0-for-1. And the computer says this is not going to be a productive at-bat. We'll see. And there's a ground ball to Burleson. Might be 2. Remy for a 1. And Hurdle with a rollblock slide. And Terrell will reach on the fielder's choice. So 2 out. It goes 6-4 on the card. And that'll bring up Frank White, who singled his first time up. Throw to first. Terrell is back. 2 out, 4-0 Kansas City in the top of the 4th. Pitch to White is a ball. Terrell couldn't get a jump, so it's ball 1. Eckersley looks over. There goes Terrell. Throw down to Remy. In time. They got him. So a head-first slide, and Remy got down the tag on a BB by Mr. Fisk. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 3.5, Kansas City 4. Boston nothing. So Lynn, Hobson, and Evans to face Colburn here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch to Lynn is a liner in the right. Cowens will pick it up. Freddie will hold with a single, and the Red Sox have their 4th hit. Brings up Hobson, who's 0-for-1. Kansas City 4 in the 1st. RBI single by McRae and a 3-run homer by Clint Hurdle. Throw to first, Lynn's back. Now it goes to Hobson, and that's ball 4. So the Red Sox have had a gaggle of runners on the first 4 innings, but nothing is scored. Here's Dwight Evans. He walked. The other walk for Colburn. Pitch to Dewey. There's a liner to left. Paquette is there for the out, 1 away. Brings up the lefty Brohammer. I don't remember much about Jack. 65 degrees, a comfortable night, but the Fenway faithful are pretty restless. Pitch to Brohammer, and that's into right field. Cowens comes in, makes the catch for the out, 2 away. So the Red Sox in danger of leaving 2 more on. Here's Rick Burleson, who's 0 for 2. So 18 batters in the books for Colburn. 53 pitches, 3 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Here's the pitch, and there's a liner in the left center field. Lynn will score. Hobson goes into third, and finally the Red Sox get a run. It's 4-1. Brings up Remy. He's 0 for 2. He's the lone strikeout victim in the game, and Colburn is up to 58 pitches here with 2 out in the 4th. Remy, ground ball to third. Terrell will go to the second for the sure out, and that will retire the side. The Red Sox finally get on the board, but they strand 2 more. A run on 2 hits and no errors. After 4, Kansas City 4, Boston 1. So White, Patek, and Paquette here in the top of the 5th. White, 1 for 1. Eckersley's pitch, and there's a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. So that's the 8th hit for Kansas City. 50 pitches for Dennis through 18 batters in 4 innings. As we mentioned, 8 hits, the 3-run shot to Hurdle, no walks and 2 strikeouts. Freddie, I might play him in here to bunt, is 1 for 2. Yaz and Brohammer playing for the bunt. Freddie's got a stolen base. There goes White. The throw down to Remy is not in time. So for White, that's his 4th stolen base of the year. Pitch was a ball, and the count is 1-0. Now they go home, and that's a fly ball to right. Evans goes back in the corner. He'll make the catch for the out. White goes to third without a throw. And so the Royals had the 5th run on third. 1 out for Paquette, who's got a double and scored on the McRae single in the 1st. Pitch from Eck. Ball 4. So Dennis, well, fair to say he's scuffling here. Here's McRae. 1 for 2. RBI single and scored on the homer. Here's the pitch. McRae. Here's a line drive to Brohammer, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. That's a biggie. Oh my goodness, is that a big one? Brings up Cowens, who's 1 for 2. Single and a run scored. Here's the pitch. Cowens, ground ball up the middle. That'll score White. He's going for 2. He's got it. So it's 5-1 for Darrell Porter, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Paquette on third. Cowens on second. And the Royals are threatening to break this one open early. Eckersley deals. Porter into right field. Back goes Evans. Off the wall. Paquette will score. Cowens will score. It's 7-1. Porter's on second, and that'll do it for Eckersley. You can't win 20 if you have an ERA of 5.13. Tom Bergmeyer is going to eat some pitches. We got a pitching change. This game is coming to you from Fenway Park in Boston. So this is the 10th appearance for Bugs. He is a fly ball pitcher, never a good thing at Fenway. A fastball pitcher that tops out at 84. This is his 10th appearance. He is 0-2 with an ERA of 7.16. He last went on the 6th. He went 4 innings against the White Sox, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, just 1 earned, and a walk. And so in 16 1/3 innings, he's allowed 21 hits, 4 home runs, 14 total, 13 earned. He has walked 6 and struck out 6. And that'll bring up Hurdle, who's 2 for 2. He is singled and homered. 7-1 Kansas City. 2 out, top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Hurdle, ground ball right back to Bergmeyer. Over to first, and Yastrzemski bubbled it. Low throw. He kept it in front, but it's an error. So it goes on the card as an E1. And it's 2 out and 7-1 for Amos Otis, who was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. And there's a liner in the left. Rice is there, and that will finally retire the side. But before, the Royals put 3 more on the board to taste Dennis Eckersley on 3 hits and an error. After halfway home, 4.5. It's 7-1, Kansas City. And you'll see the box score at some point. But let's do a little bit of story time, shall we? For reasons I really don't want to get into, I bought a computer early. I was going to do it in a couple weeks. Got a nice little MSI 17-inch, 32 gigabyte gaming paradise thing, and I'm watching my screen now. It doesn't seem to be doing too badly with all the graphics and stuff. And so we got it. We got it early. The keyboard's big, and there's no number pad. So I have no way to run a mouse. The touchpad and I are having some arguments. But beyond that, this is the test broadcast for this. And normally we would do this game live. But Sunday morning, my home internet network decided it didn't want to work anymore. So as I'm looking at my router now, just blinky, 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 blinky. This is on top of the fact that we had a huge water main break in Burlington on Saturday and didn't have any drinking water until, well, the holiday, Monday morning, and I'm taping this at 9:13 on Monday night. So yes, my nerves are frazzled. But you're going to get a game on YouTube. We're not going to let that affect us, and hoping now that I've got the XSplit onto the second monitor, that we can actually, get some stuff done. Are you ready? Let's get back to the game, shall we? All right, that's story time. Jim Rice is singled twice, by the way. I'm going to take a drink. Two for two. Here's the pitch. And he's going to drop that one into center, but Otis rides the horse and makes a catch for the out. So the Fenway faithful are not happy now. Wind's blowing in from left at 9 for Captain Carl, who's 0 for 2. 64 WBZ degrees. In Boston, pitch to Yaz is a liner to right. Cowens is there for the out. 2 away for Fisk. So the hope is that we will do a live game on Wednesday. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, it won't matter. But we're hoping. Pitch to Fisk is in the left center field. Otis going way back there. That's gone. So Carlton Fisk is homered to make it 7-2. Let's watch that one again, shall we? Yep, gone. So for Pudge, that is his 3rd of the year, and the Red Sox are within a shout, baby. Here's Freddie Lynn. He's 2 for 2. He has singled twice and scored. Rick Burleson drove him in the 4th. Pitch to Lynn. Struck him out. And that will retire the side. He missed on a curve. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. After 5, Kansas City 7, Boston 2. So Bergmeyer, who came in for Eckersley, to face Terrell, White, and Patek here in the 6th. Terrell is 0 for 2. He did reach on a fielder's choices last time up. Pitch from Bergmeyer. Ground ball to Burleson. Long throw to first in time. So 1 out for Frank White, who's 2 for 2. He is singled twice, stolen a base, and scored. White, ground ball. Burleson comes in and will eat it. Won't even make a throw. White on that tall grass made the grab, or got the ball to grab, and Frank's on with a single. The 11th hit for the Royals, the first given up by Bergmeyer. Freddie Patek is 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. Freddie draws a walk, and the Royals are cooking with gas again. Could have cooked an entire cow with how much they've done so far. 7 runs, 11 hits, an error, and they've left 3 on. The Red Sox, 2 runs, 6 hits, and an error, and they've stranded 7. Paquette double. He's 1 for 2. He has walked and scored twice. Bergmeyer delivers. Ground ball to Burleson. Might be 2. Remy for 1. Throw to Yaz. Do they have it? Yes, they do. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. It's always the pitcher's best friend. After 5.5, it's still 7-2 Kansas City. Hobson is 0 for 1 with a walk. Evans and Brohammer are due up. Well, they're going to bat. Pitch from Colburn. Hobson, line drive up the middle for a base hit. Otis picks it up on a hop. And that's the 7th hit for the Red Sox. 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, and the Royals have stranded 4. I hear a fan coming on. I'm not sure why. The CPU is loving this. The Red Sox, 2 runs, 7 hits, and an error, and they've left 7 on. Yup, a typical Red Sox game. Dwight Evans is 0 for 1 with a walk. Nobody out. Porter and Colburn having a conversation. Colburn's pitch count's got to be getting up there. And Evans draws the walk. So Colburn's at 80 pitches for Brohammer. Can he bunt? Oh, he can. Well, let's do that then. So the Red Sox hope to flip the lineup here. Brohammer squares. He drops the bunt. Porter's only throw is to first. White covers. It's a good bunt. And Larry Gurr is coming in. So Colburn has done his work. He will leave with a 5-run lead. We got a pitching change. This game is coming to you from Fenway Park in Boston. Kansas City 7, Boston 2. So Larry Gurr, kind of a Swiss Army knife. He made 26 starts and 9 relief appearances. This is his 2nd relief appearance. He is 1-0 on the year with an ERA of 2.55. His last relief appearance was May 7th, 2 nights ago, against Milwaukee. He allowed a hit in 1/3 of an inning. Not sure why he's in the pen. His last start was May 2nd, a week ago, and he walked 7 and held the Yankees to a run. So 24 2/3 innings, 21 hits, 7 runs all earned. He gave up a home run. He has walked 10 and struck out 8. A fastball pitcher. Fly ball plus, that's an advantage for the Red Sox if they can do something about it. And that fastball tops out at 84. So Hobson on 3rd, Evans on 2nd. Rick Burleson is 1 for 3. He has singled and drove in the first run of the game. That was in the 4th. Pitch to Burleson is a liner into right field. Hobson will score. Evans will hold. And so it's 7-3, and runners in the corners. 1 out for Remy. Infield playing at normal depth. Remy's going to swing. Here's the pitch from Gurra. Struck him out. So Jerry swung on and missed a 85-mile-an-hour full count fastball. And he's now 0 for 4. That brings up Jim Rice, who can make things interesting in a hurry. He's 2 for 3. Pitch from Gurra. Rice up the middle, base hit. Evans scores. Jim Ed is going for 2. He's got it, and it's 7-4. So Rice with an RBI double. He is 3 for 4 today, and that'll bring up Yastrzemski, who's 0 for 3. Burleson on 3rd. Rice on 1st. I'm not sure what that's about. You saw it. I think it's to tell me I have drinking water, right? I think so. That was this morning's thing. Pitch to Yaz is a ground ball to White over to Hurdle for the out. And that will retire the side. But the Red Sox strand two. Of course they do. 2 runs on 3 hits and no errors. After 6, Kansas City 7, Boston 4. Have I even got a place to plug in a keyboard? I wonder if I do. I bet not. Anywho, it's 7-4 Kansas City. Hal McRae is 1 for 3. He is singled, scored, and drove in a run. Bergmeyer delivers, popped up left side. Brohammer is there for the out. So we start the bottom of the 7th, 1 out. Bergmeyer going for his second full inning here. Cowens is 2 for 3. He's got himself an RBI and a double and has scored twice. Here's the pitch. Cowens popped up. Yes. Coming over. No. It's a foul ball and the count is 0-2. Pitch to Cowens is a liner in the left field. That's going for 2. Rice throws it in. Double. So the head first slide is in there, and there's 1 on and 1 out for Darrell Porter. And a 2-run double. When? In the 5th. To make it 7-1. 7-4 now. The Red Sox have fought back. Pitch to Porter, and it hit him. Porter and Bergmeyer exchange a couple looks. No one's real happy about that. Clint Hurdle is 2 for 3. He's got a 3-run shot with his name written on it. Scored a run, obviously, and that homer was his second. Wind's blowing in from left center at 9. That's a spring wind here at Fenway. Cold one, too. Hurdle line drive to Remy for the catch. Broke his bat, jammed him, and Remy made the grab. So 2 out for Amos Otis, who's 0 for 3. Pitch, and there's a fly ball right center field. Lynn will make a diving stop in the outfield. That's loud. To make the catch. John Kiley a bit excited about that. So we played 6.5, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. The Royals have left 6 on. 7-4 KC. Carlton Fisk is 1 for 3. His solo shot, well, can't tell you when it was. In the 5th, there we go. I thought it popped up. Made it 7-2. Pitch to Fisk is a fly ball to left pocket. Foul ball. Somebody from White River Junction, Vermont made that catch. Not a lot of foul ground in left field. Pitch to Pudge is a line drive to Terrell, and he made the catch. 1 away for Freddie Lynn. Good day for Freddie. He singled twice, scored, and struck out. Pitch to Lynn. Ground ball to White over to Hurdle. 2 out. They'll bring up Hobson. Butch is 1 for 2. He has singled, walked, and scored. Pitch from Gura. And there's a fly ball to left. Paquette goes back to the track against the wall, makes the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors. Hard for the Red Sox to straighten anybody if they don't put anybody on. After 7, Kansas City 7, Boston 4. Terrell, White, and Patek. For the Royals, Terrell 0 for 3. Bergmeyer, ground ball to second. Remy comes in over to Yaz for the out. They'll bring up Frank White, who's 3 for 3. Frank has singled 3 times, stolen a base, and scored. Bergmeyer trying to finish his 3rd inning. Done yeoman's work. 41 pitches so far. White, line drive right field. A 4-hit day for him. 13 overall for Kansas City, and that'll bring up Patek, who's 1 for 3. Freddie, stolen base, walked, and has that single. He's hitting .292. Bergmeyer deals. Snap throw down to first, and White is back. Pitch. There's a ground ball to Burleson. Long throw across the way, and that's safe. So an infield hit. Burleson couldn't get White. And so the only play was to first, and so Bergmeyer just kind of shaking his head. There really wasn't anything that Burleson could do. Speed kills. Here's Paquette. Tom is 1 for 3 with a double. He scored twice and walked. Here's the pitch, and there's a ground ball to third. Brohammer, Remy for 1, over to Yaz. I think they turned it. Did they? Yes, they did. Willie Wilson coming into play center. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. They don't strand anybody. 7.5 in the books. Kansas City 7, Boston 4. Willie Wilson coming in. He will bat. I'm not seeing it yet. But he's coming in to play center. I would imagine 7th. It'll be Dewey, Brohammer, and Burleson. Dewey is walked twice. He's 0 for 1 and has scored a run. 7-4, Kansas City, bottom of the 8th. Pitched from Gura. There's a fly ball to left. Paquette will make the catch. There you go. Wilson will bat 7th. Now they make the change on the screen. Brings up Brohammer, who's 0 for 2. Who can hit a righty or lefty? Frank Duffy. No, I'm sure he's a father. 1 for 5 on the year. 260, no homers, and 0 for 4. That would make him Father Duffy, to explain the joke. It's lefties at a 302 clip, so advantage Boston here. Pitch from Gura, and there's a ground ball up the middle. White to Hurdle for the catch. For the out. 2 out. For Burleson. The Roosters 2 for 4. Single twice, driven in 2. That came in the 6th. Gura's pitch. Ball 4. So the Red Sox are cooking with gas again. And the Mad Hungarian, Al Hrabosky, coming in to pitch. Hrabosky looking for his 4th save. He's thrown 8 times now this year. 1-0 with 3 saves. No ERA. He pitched last night here at Fenway. An inning and 2/3, 2 hits. He's not allowed an earned run all year. A walk and a strikeout. So 9 in the 3rd innings, 4 hits. He's walked 2 and struck out 6. His last save came on May 1st against the Yankees. The win came against the Blue Jays. He's a closer. He's good for 30 pitches. Burleson on first. Remy at the plate. Jerry has struck out twice. He's 0 for 4. Lefty on lefty, and that's a ground ball up the middle. White snap throw to Hurdle. They got him. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bergmeyer give me the fatigue warning after 8. Kansas City 7, Boston 4. So the Red Sox have left 10 on. McRae, Cowens, and Porter. Hal 1 for 4. His RBI single came in the 1st, and he scored on a 3-run homer by Hurdle. But I need a 3rd baseman. And it's Frank Duffy, who's a 3 out of 10. Bergmeyer starts the 9th, ball 4. Not ideal. Al Cowens has had himself an evening. He's 3 for 4. He has doubled twice and singled. Scored twice and drove in a run. Fisk and Bergmeyer go out and have a conversation. The bullpen for Boston's tired. Cowens, ground ball to Burleson. Over to Remy for one. Back to Yaz. And do they turn it? Yes, they do. 6-4-3. So 2 out for Porter. Kansas City has grounded into a ton of double plays. Here's Darryl Porter. 1 for 3 with a double and 2 RBI. Bergmeyer's pitch, ball 4. So he got a gift, and he gifted it right back. Sounds like a Wham Christmas song. Hurdle is 2 for 4. 14 hits for Kansas City. Hurdle's home run really kind of popped this game open in the first. It's driven in 3. Bergmeyer. Oh, instead he'll face John Wathan. How about that? At 483. I have no idea what's going on. 483 and an RBI. 300, 2 homers, and 28 RBI in the real year. Bergmeyer's pitch, snap throw to first, and Porter is barely back. I love that about the 2020 version of Action PC. Snap throws. We had a World Series game in that way. Poor Kent Hrbek can never catch a break. This time he goes home. A 1-0 count. That's lined into right center field. Evans will pick it up. Porter's going for third. And the Royals again have runners in the corners for Willie Wilson. At 185, no homers and 6 RBI. Time for a little soup. Bill Campbell coming in. On a pitching change. This game is coming to you from Fenway Park in Boston. So Campbell, a 97-mile-an-hour ground ball fastball pitcher. The first free agent ever signed by the Boston Red Sox. The 5th appearance for Campbell this year. He's 1-0 with an ERA of 15.19. Great stuff, eh? Well, here's why. The last time out 2 nights ago against the White Sox, or 2 days ago, an inning and a third, 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He's given up 9 earned runs. 2 home runs, and 5 in the third innings. He did strike out 1 in that game. 11 hits. He has walked 1 and struck out 3. A ground ball will do it. Wilson at 185, no homers and 6 RBI. From the line, ground ball to Remy, who makes a diving stop over to first to retire the side. So the score does not change. Kansas City, no runs, a hit, no errors. They leave 2 on. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 7-4. I'll bring up Rice, Yaz, and Fisk. Rice has a double, 2 singles. He's 3 for 4. He's driven in his 31st run of the year. Hrbek only threw 1 pitch in the bottom of the 8th. He is as fresh as a daisy. Pitch to Rice is in the center field. Wilson goes back and makes the catch for the out. Took Campbell 8 pitches to get out of that. Yaz is 0 for 4. Not going to pinch hit for him. Hrbek deals, and there's a line drive to second. White is there. 2 out for Pudge Fisk. His solo homer put the Red Sox on the board. They scored 4 in the middle innings, and that was it. They've stranded 10. And the inner 7-year-old in me knows, just knows, this is bad. So Fisk is ready. Hrbek delivers, and a ground ball foul first base side, and the count goes to 2-2. So last chance saloon for the Red Sox here. 2-2 the count, 2 out. It's a 3-run deficit. Red Sox will fall to 16-13. Kansas City to 15-12. Hrbek deals, ball 4. So the Red Sox still got something going on for Freddie Lynn, who cannot hit lefties at all. Well, they're going to take a chance on Bernie Carbo. Bernie, who would go to Cleveland at 256, no homers and 6 RBI. If he should reach, the tying run is on deck in Butch Hobson. Here's the pitch. Line drive up the middle, base hit. It falls in front of Willie Wilson. Fisk will hold, and the Red Sox have got something going here. Fisk on second, Carmel on first, 2 out for Hobson. He's 1 for 3. Herboski and Porter get on the same page. Here's the pitch. Hobson strikes out. A 2-2 99 mile an hour fastball secures the ball game for Kansas City. And yep, the Red Sox strand 12. So, Colburn picks up the win. He goes to 2-2, 5 in the third inning, 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned. The solo shot to Fisk. He walked 3 and struck out 2. Pitched actually better than that game score indicated. I thought he did quite well. Gura, 2 in the third innings of yeoman's fireman work. 2 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. Herboski, 4-out save. Gave up a walk and a hit. They had the tying runs on, but could not score. Eckersley, a horrible ball game. 4 2/3 innings, 10 hits, 7 runs, all earned. The big 3-run shot to Clint Hurdle. He walked 1 and struck out 2. Bergmeyer, 4 innings of 5-hit ball. He gave up 3 walks through 65 pitches. Excellent stuff. And Campbell faced 1 batter, and that was it. Our Digital Dice MVP is going to be Clint Hurdle. That home run in the first was really all they needed. For the Red Sox, Jim Rice went 3 for 5. So we'll forego the rest of the day in baseball. This has gone on long enough. So the final score, Kansas City 7, Boston 4. We hope to go live Wednesday. Until then, I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for all the love on Twitch and on YouTube. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good night, everybody.